everybody, welcome to another week of Pilates plus Physio. I think we're now week 6 into lockdown, hair getting slightly longer. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you enjoy what we're about to do. You need your yoga brick and you need your piece of elastic TheraBand, or if you haven't got that, then an old tie or a belt or a large thick piece of string would probably do. So we're going to start off lying down on the mat for a change. So come down to the floor. Remember, you want a little thin book or towel or your yoga brick underneath your head if you're a little bit stiff through your upper back and neck. Knees bent, feet flat down on the floor. Just pop your arms down beside you, either palms down or palms up, whatever feels comfortable. Just think of your back and your body sort of melting down into the mat. Imagine you're an ice cream on a nice hot pavement. You're just melting down into the floor. So just let everything release. Could maybe scan down through your body. Check that you're not holding anything tight. Just think of letting things go. So the neck. Gently turn your head from one side to the other. Just gently release the neck. You want to just feel the back of your shoulders on the mat. Let your back just settle down into the floor. Not clenching the tummy at all. Front of the hips, back of the knees nice and soft. Just really feel the bottom of your feet on the mat. See if you can feel which bit of your foot is touching the floor. So you've got your heels on the ground, base of the little toe, base of the big toe all on the floor. And then just focus on your breathing a moment. Maybe pop one hand on your upper chest, sort of underneath your neck, other hand on your tummy. Just keep breathing in your normal way. And just see if you can feel your hands moving at all. Don't worry if you can't, doesn't matter. And then just see if the top hand is moving most or the tummy hand moving most. And then just gently shift so that you're breathing more underneath the tummy hand if you can. So just as you breathe in, your tummy gently comes up. And as you breathe out, your tummy goes down. And then see if you can switch to maybe breathing underneath the top hand a little bit more. So as you breathe in, the top hand gently lifts up. And as you breathe out, it drops back down again. Sometimes it's more important to think about the dropping down rather than the lifting up. Nearly all of us can do a big breath in with the top of our chest, but actually letting it release and drop down is often more difficult. That's good. And then just go back to breathing underneath the tummy a little bit more. Okay, and then move your hands down a little bit so you've got maybe the heel of your hand resting over your hip bones, fingers together, thumbs together. So you're making like sort of diamond shape on your lower tummy. Maybe think of having a marble sitting inside that diamond, and you're just gently going to roll the marble up towards your belly button and then roll down away from your belly button. So if you had a clock sitting on your tummy with 12 by your belly button, 6 on your pubic bone, 3 and 9 on the hip bones, you're rolling that marble from the 12 down to the 6, back up to the 12. Just nice and gentle. You're not forcing it, you're not gripping, just a low level movement, just feeling that movement going on through your lower back. And then maybe come back into the middle. So you've got that little bit of a hollow in your lower back. Maybe now pop your fingers over your hip bones. And now you're going to gently roll that marble from the 3 across to the 9. Back to the 3. Or think of having a piece of gutter or something sitting on your lower tummy. You've got a marble sitting in the gutter and you're just rolling it from one side to the other. Feet staying down flat. Just see if you can think about what's making that movement happen. Don't work too hard. Almost the harder you work, the less you feel. That's great. So the pelvis can move sort of in 4 directions at least. So just come back so that your diamond would be sort of parallel to the floor now. Maybe pop your arms down by your side. Feet fairly close into your bottom. We're going to do just a spine curl or string of pearls. So press into your feet, flatten your back into the mat, start peeling your bottom up towards the ceiling. Just coming up, nice straight line, knees to hips to ribs. And then soften your back down onto the mat. One bone at a time as you roll back down. Lovely one for loosening off your lower back. So pressing into the feet, peel your bottom up towards the ceiling. And just roll back down again. So you could stick with that, or you could add some arm movements. So adding the arms, maybe take both arms to the ceiling. Curl your bottom up. Take one arm out to the side. And bring it back up. Other arm out the other side. And back up. And then gently roll all the way back down. The arms can stay up towards the ceiling. So pressing into the feet, watch the toes don't lift. Keep that even pressure right through the foot. One arm out to the side. Back up. Other arm out the other side. And back up. And just roll all the way down. So you're working sort of buttocks and front of the thighs as you come up. Lovely mobilizing exercise for your back. One arm out to the side. Back up. Other one out the other side. And back up. Everything else staying still as you move the arms. We'll just do a couple more. So curl up. Maybe this time take both arms out to the side. Really wide with the arms, and then come back up again and roll down and going one more, curling up nice and smooth, both arms out sideways, back to the top, roll all the way down, gather up the knees, ankles crossed, hang on to your knees, a little bit of gentle knee rocking, just release through your back. Great, okay, pop the feet down, arms down beside you. Got a little bit of a hollow in your lower back, and you're just going to fold one leg up. So you're just floating one leg up, bending at the hip, and pop that down, and on the other side. So you're getting the hip to bend, your back is just staying in its neutral position, so your back isn't flattening down into the floor at all. Alternate legs. Almost think of a couple of those helium balloons sort of tied onto your ankle, and they're just floating that leg up, and then you place it back down again. So you could stick with that. If your back's a bit painful, maybe stick with that. If you want to make it harder, float one leg up. You could just slightly soften your back into the mat. Bring the other leg up, really smooth. First leg back down. Second leg back down. Alternate which leg comes off the floor first. So one leg up, second leg up, first leg down, second leg down. Float off one, float up the other, first one down, second one down. One leg floats up, second one comes up, first one down, second one down, one more of those, one leg up, second leg up, first one down, second one down. That's fantastic. Great. Pop your hands underneath your head. So So you could slightly link the fingers together if you wanted to. Sort of thumbs down on your neck, just slightly supporting the head. Just do a couple of taking your elbows to the roof and then really let them drop all the way back to the floor. Nice stretch for the front of the shoulders there. Elbows to the ceiling. Let them drop right back. So keep the elbows back and wide. Little chin nod, engage the pelvic floor and the lower tummy. Curl your head and shoulders up. Look down over the top of the knees. And release back down. So a little curl up. So next, if you don't want to do it, you could literally just do the chin nod. Nice neck exercise. So tuck in the chin, curl up if you can. Think of sliding your ribs down the front. Almost like you've got a sort of roller blind and you're drawing it down the front there. Those who want to make it a little harder, you could curl up. One leg up, second leg up, first leg down, second leg down. Release the head back down. Little chin nod, curl up. Keep the elbows back and wide. You don't want to be seeing the elbows. One leg up, second leg floats up, first leg down, second leg down. Release the head down. So little chin nod, curl up. One leg up, second leg up, first leg down, second leg down. Release all the way down. Maybe going one more of those, curl up, first one up, second one up, first one down, second one down. Fantastic, well done. Rest your head down, let the neck release. Just gently roll your head from one side to the other. That's great. Now turn over onto your side. So lying on your side, if you can, get your underneath arm right up above your head. If it doesn't go, pop your head onto the brick, have both arms out in front. Hips and knees bent, heels about in line with your bottom, so make sure you haven't got the feet too far forwards. Slightly roll forward, so elbow and forearm on the mat if you can. We're doing the clam. Keep the heels together. Top knee floating up. And coming back down again. So it's side of the buttock, side of the thigh doing the work. Top knee up, heels together, and down. Big gap between your shoulder and your ear. And down. So you should feel it, side of your buttock, side of the thigh. If you can't feel much going on, maybe give that sort of back side of your buttock a bit of a pat. Just wake that muscle up. Remind your brain about where the muscle is, what it's supposed to be able to do. So you want to watch that you're not letting your whole body roll back. That's why it's sometimes better to be slightly rolled forwards. Much harder than to cheat. Let's go a couple more of those. Fantastic. Okay, and then we're going to do an arm opening. So you want to pop your head onto your yoga brick or your book. Both arms out in front, hips and knees bent. So feel that underneath knee on the floor. Both arms out in front of you. You're going to take the top arm right up and over. Think of really drawing a great big rainbow up in the sky, right out behind you, as far as you feel happy. And come all the way back again. Lovely exercise for getting that top bit of your back moving, especially if you've been sitting at your computer a lot the last few weeks. Right out and open. And come back. You could combine that with a breath. So maybe breathing in as you open. And breathing out as you come back. And again, breathing in as you open. And breathing out all the way back. That's good, lovely. Okay, and then turn over onto the other side. We'll do the arm first, so keep your head on the brick. Excuse my back. So, got your head on the brick, hips and knees bent, both arms out in front of you, underneath knees stuck on the floor. Breathing in, top arm up and over. Just going as far as you feel comfortable and come back. Remember, it's your whole body turning, not just the arm. So think of really turning your chest up towards the ceiling. Underneath knees staying stuck on the ground there and rolling back. So breathing in, top arm up and over. And coming back. And again, breathing in, top arm up and over. And come back. That's great. Okay, we're going from there to the clam. So, underneath arm up above your head if you can. Hips and knees bent. Maybe take the feet back a little bit further than you had them for the arm opening. So heels in line with your bottom, roll slightly forwards, elbow on the floor, heels together, top knee up and down slowly. And again, top knee up. Just normal breathing. Slowly back down. Heels staying together, you're staying well rolled forward. Side of the buttock, side of the thigh. Remember, give that muscle a bit of a tap, a bit of a pat if it's not doing what you think it should be doing. That's great. Couple more maybe. Think about the underneath leg. Just watch you're not starting to grip with that, or it's not really pressing down into the floor. Fantastic. Good. Okay, turn over so you're lying on your tummy. Fingers together underneath your forehead. Just flatten right down into the mat. We're going to do a diamond press. Quite subtle this one. So slide your shoulders down your back. Keep the chin tucking in. Peel your chest up away from the floor. So you're still looking down at the mat. Back of the neck nice and long. And then just release all the way back down. So you've got your feet down flat if you can. Shoulders down away from your ears. Chin staying tucked in. Peel up. Hold there. And release down. Nice one for your upper back. Shoulders sliding down. Peel up away from the floor. Hold there. And release back down. And going one more. Shoulders down, peeling up. That's lovely. Good. And then gently come up onto hands and knees. So knees underneath your hips, hands under the shoulders. Think of pressing out through your hands, chin tucking in, back of the neck nice and long. A little bit of a hollow in your lower back. I will just do a cat stretch, so tuck your tail underneath, gently draw your tummy away from the mat, arch your back up towards the ceiling, drop the head right down, and then think of almost drawing a line with your nose along the mat, going up the wall in front of you, and again coming down, arch your back up towards the ceiling, and again going the other way. Let your back drop down, head coming up, and come back into the middle. Maybe take the knees a little bit wider apart, big toes together, bottom straight back to your heels, like a child pose. Drop the elbows to the floor, try and drop your head right down. If your knees don't like it, then you could curl on your side and just bring your knees to your chest. It's quite good for the knees, really gets them bending right as much as they possibly can. Couple of big breaths now into the back of the ribs, which are pointing up towards the ceiling. Fantastic. Come back up onto hands and knees. Bring the knees back in. Hands underneath the shoulders. Chin tucked in. A little bit of a hollow in your lower back. Gently draw your tummy away from the floor. We're going to do just sliding one leg back and float it up. hold it there. So your bottom is still level. You could put a book or your yoga brick on your bottom, see if you can keep it balanced there. And slide that leg back in onto the other side. So think of pressing back, then float the leg. Keep the tummy drawing in. Hold there and back down again. On the other side, slide back, float the leg up. Those who want to, you could sort of thumbs up, float the diagonal arm out in front. Hold there. And everything can come back down together. So see if you can get the leg going out first, float it up, diagonal arm, just floats up in front. Again, thumb to the ceiling, hold there, and down. And going on the other side, float the leg back, and up, arm coming out in front, hold it there. And coming down. One more on the opposite side. Remember, it's the diagonal arm and leg. Leg out, float it up. Keep the chin tucking in, back of the neck nice and long. Arm floating out. So don't worry about how high you're going with that arm. It's just floating up in front of you. Quite good for the balance, this one as well. And come down, knees apart, big toes together. Bottom all the way back again, arms in front, or you could tuck your arms alongside you, curl right down towards the floor. Again, if your knees don't like it, curl on your side. Couple of breaths into the back of the ribs. And curl back up. Come back over onto your back. Maybe grab your yoga brick. So coming back onto your back, knees bent, head nice and comfortable. Remember, you're looking at the ceiling just slightly in front of you. Press into your feet, curl your bottom up, slide the block underneath your bottom. So remember, it's going right low down on your sacrum, that triangular bone at the bottom of your back, rather than underneath your back. If you go down too low, you just sort of squish into it. So there should be a nice flat, bony place to put it. Slide one leg down, slide the other leg down, let the feet really flop. Fingers linked, palms to the roof, arms back over the top of your head. Aiming to stay there for about a minute if you can. Remember, if you get uncomfortable or you're not happy, come off before. Gentle breathing just down into the tummy. See if you can make your out breath a little bit longer than the in breath. So maybe think of breathing in for about 4 seconds or counting to 4 slowly. And breathe out as you count to 5. Or if that feels too long, breathe in for 3 and breathe out for 4. Let the back of the knees really drop down towards the mat. So getting a nice stretch through the front of the hips. Nice one to do if you've been doing lots of bending, lots of digging, lots of gardening, or lots of sitting. It just really stretches you back the other way. Maybe bring the arms down now. Slide one leg in, slide the other leg in. Press down into your feet. Ease your bottom off the brick. Brick out, bottom down. Gather up the legs, ankles crossed, knees apart a little bit. Gentle, gentle rocking. Knees towards your chest. So it's just a gentle rock. Head staying in the middle. Just loosening off through your lower back a little bit. Maybe sort of, if you're doing it on your own, maybe just count to 30 gentle rocks. So generally a minute on the block, 30 gentle rocks, and then 10 to 15 reverse curls. It's a great exercise just to do, you know, every evening. If you've just got 10 minutes or something, do two sessions on the block. So you do the block, rock the knees, and then the tummy exercise, and then you repeat it, block, rock the knees and the tummy. Nice little routine, especially if you've got a job that involves you sitting at your desk. And if you're working from home, you know, sitting a lot more probably than you do maybe when you're in the office. Great. Pop your hands behind your head. So your head is going to stay on the mat. Elbows stay back and wide. We're either doing a reverse curl, curling your knees to your chest. Think of peeling your back away from the floor. Or if you don't like that one, uncross your legs, press your lower back into the mat. Imagine you've got a Smartie between your back and the floor. You're pushing that into the ground and you're keeping it there. Touch one heel down, and then as that leg comes up, the other one goes down. So you're passing the legs in midair. One up, one down. Tummy winched in tight. So either that or the reverse curls. Head staying on the ground. That's good. Hang on to the knees again. Maybe this time take them in a little bit of a circle. So you're just rolling around on your back. Up one side, down the other, cross your tailbone, back up. And then going around the other way. Good, good. Pop the legs down, grab your band. We'll just do a hamstring stretch. Remember, don't do the stretch if you've got sciatic pain. It can irritate it. So you want the band underneath your foot. Slide the other leg right down. Elbows tucked in. Toes up towards you. Press out through the heel. Make sure that knee is going straight. So if you can see a little kneecap through your trousers, chances are your knee isn't actually straight. So push out, get the knee really straight. Toes up. Just see if you can feel where is tight, if you're gripping anywhere. Just think of letting that go. Imagine a piece of toffee and you're just gently stretching out that piece of toffee and it's getting longer and longer. Just releasing through that back of the thigh. Next breath in, see if you can just ease into that stretch a little bit more. Good. Let that release. Swap the band onto the other side. So the leg you've just been stretching, slide that down flat. Band underneath the other foot, toes up towards you, pressing out through the heel. So elbows on the mat. Just make sure you're not tightening up through the neck. So you can just gently roll your head from one side to the other. Check that the neck is released. Can slightly turn the foot out. See if you get a bit more stretch, maybe on the outside of the thigh or outside back of the thigh. Turn the leg in slightly. Come back into the middle. Take a breath in as you breathe out, just easing into that stretch a little bit further. Fantastic. Okay, let that release. Either turn onto your side, come up into sitting, or hold behind the thigh. Ooh, tuck the chin in, hopefully roll it up. Sit nice and tall. If you're a little bit stiff through your back or your hips, maybe sit up on your yoga brick. Soles of the feet together. Let the knees just drop, sit really tall. Let the knees drop, let them drop. Just let the shoulders relax a little bit. Gentle breathing down into the tummy. Shoulders nice and soft. Soles of the feet together, knees just releasing down. Lovely. And then just gently come up into standing. Stand nice and tall, feet flat down on the ground. Maybe just lift the toes up, pop them down again so you're really connecting with the floor. Gently draw your shoulders up towards your ears and let them drop. And again, shoulders up towards your ears and let them go. This time roll the shoulders all the way up, round, back and down. And again, shoulders up, right the way round, back and down. There we go. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a good day. Bye.